Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2020 Haverford College Softball Virtual Senior Day. Over the past 4 seasons, these four leaders have helped bring Haverford softball back to the top of the Centennial Conference as the Fords hosted the conference tournament for just the second time in program history a season ago and were picked as the Centennial Conference preseason favorites to bring home the trophy in 2020. This class helped lead Haverford to consecutive Centennial Conference Championship Series appearances with back-to-back 20-win campaigns in 2018 and 2019. Living up to the preseason hype, the Fords closed the 2020 season with 6 straight victories in Florida and had an overall record of 56-27 since the 2018 season. All 4 of these seniors were selected as captains for their final season at Haverford. Our first senior is number 11, Temma Levis. Temma came to Haverford from Bronx, New York, a 2-time All-Centennial Conference selection. Temma goes down as one of the most decorated pitchers in program history. She broke the program record with 18 wins in 2019 on her way to becoming the first player in program history to be named second team All-Region. She finished that historic 2019 campaign with a 1.38 ERA. Setting the tone early with a no-hitter against the University of New England, she dominated the Centennial Conference with a 10-0 record and a 1.15 ERA. Temma caps her career ranked 4th all-time with 36 victories, while her 5 career shutouts are the 3rd most all-time. Just for good measure, Levis batted .316 to help her own cause a season ago and was hitting .462 in the first 10 games of her senior season. A 3-time selection to the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll and a member of the Philadelphia Inquirer Academic All-Area Team. Temma will graduate from Haverford with a degree in psychology and a minor in educational studies. Ladies and gentlemen, number 11, Temma Levis. And now, we will hear from her teammates about what makes Temma such a vital part of the Haverford College softball team.
Temma is a fighter.
Temma is compassionate.
Temma is wise.
Temma is inclusive.
Temma is dependable.
Temma is giggly.
Temma is an amazing friend.
Temma is a role model.
Tem is a true leader.
Temma is so genuine.
Temma is caring.
Temma is ambitious and a go-getter.
Temma is tough.
Temma is determined.
Temma is focused.
Temma is always there when you need her.
Temma is humble.
Temma is a leader.
Temma is inclusive.
Temma is compassionate.
Tem is confident.
Temma is driven.
Temma is fearless.
Temma is supportive.
Temma is powerful.
Temma is fierce and confident.
Temma is strong.
Temma is confident.
Tem is afraid of tomatoes.
Temma is a rock star.
Our second senior is Briana Quinn. Briana came to Haverford from Philadelphia. It only seems fitting that Temma Levis and Briana Quinn go back-to-back in the senior day order. Just when opponents were done getting baffled by the former in the first game of a doubleheader, they most likely were stepping into the box against Briana in Game 2 and certainly did not fare any better. Briana appeared in 49 games over her career, making 26 starts. She pitched 7 complete games during her career, including a brilliant effort to cap her career during the season finale against DeSales. Also coming up big in clutch situations, Briana made 11 appearances out of the bullpen last year and did not allow a run in 7 of those high-pressure scenarios. A 3-time selection to the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll, Briana also completed a double major course load and will graduate with degrees in International Studies and Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Briana Quinn. And now, we will hear from her teammates about what makes Briana such a vital part of the Haverford College softball team.
Bree is down to earth.
Bree is dependable and always fun to be around.
Bree is so supportive.
Bree is encouraging.
Bree is the best hype man out there.
Bree is caring.
Bree is passionate about everything she does.
Bree is always smiling.
Bree is motivational.
Bree is so loving.
Bree is hardworking.
Bree is loyal.
Bree is disciplined.
Bree is enthusiastic.
Bree is a leader. Bree is a great teammate and an amazing friend.
Bree is a role model.
Bree is lights out.
Bree is a teammate like no other.
Bree is creative.
Bree is super caring.
Bree is strong.
Bree is passionate.
Bree is such a great friend.
Bree is strong.
Bree is powerful.
Bree is determined.
Bree is supportive.
Bree is hardworking.
Bree is the glue that holds the team together.
Our third senior is number 17, Ashley Sisto. Ashley came to Haverford from Clifton Park, New York, starting on 110 games of her career. You could put Ashley's name and pen to play center field. She was an All-Centennial Conference selection twice in her career. After honorable mention honors in 2017, Ashley was a second-team All-CC pick in 2019 who went on to be named the Centennial Conference Scholar Athlete of the Year for softball. More recently, Ashley was named an Ambler Scholar Athlete at Haverford for having one of the top GPAs among all of Haverford's senior student athletes. Ashley certainly appeared headed for even more accolades in 2020 as she was leading the forwards in hits, at-bats, triples, home runs, and total bases, while ranking second in slugging percentage, runs scored, and runs driven in. Ashley also swiped 22 bases during her career and finished 8th in program history with an 88% success rate in those attempts. A three-time member of the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll, Ashley will graduate from Haverford with a degree in chemistry and a concentration in biochemistry. And now we will hear from her teammates about what makes Ashley such a vital part of the Haverford College softball team.
Ash is a student of the game and owns every moment she has on the field.
Ashley is caring.
Ashley is a role model.
Ashley is hardworking.
Ash is competitive.
Ash is a hard worker.
Ash is a leader.
Ash is a leader.
Ashley is a leader.
Ash is an amazing leader.
Ash is dedicated.
Ash is aggressive.
Ashley is passionate.
Ash is powerful.
Ashley is driven.
Ashley is a role model student athlete.
Ash is a very dedicated hard worker.
Ashley is very persistent. Ash is dedicated.
Ash is hardworking.
Ash is driven.
Ash is a go-getter.
Ash is determined.
Ash is committed.
Ashley is driven.
Ash is passionate.
Ash is determined.
Ashley is unstoppable.
Ashley is passionate.
Ash is a competitor and plays with a chip on her shoulder.
Our final senior that we would like to recognize is number 18, Marybeth Stone. Transferring into Haverford during her sophomore season, Marybeth originally hails from Shillington, Pennsylvania. She proceeded to start all 83 games of her Haverford career at first base. Marybeth was a second-team All-Centennial Conference selection in 2019 as she led the Centennial with 16 RBIs in those conference contests. She picked right back up where she left off a season ago as she was leading the team with 16 RBIs and a .606 slugging percentage during the team's trip to Florida. She drove in 5 runs against both Leslie and Alfred during that trip, the 4th most runs driven in during a single game in school history. Also a steady presence defensively, her .990 fielding percentage is the 3rd highest in school history, to go along with her batting average and RBI totals, which also rank among the top 10 players all time at Haverford. Named to the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll during each of her 3 seasons, Marybeth will graduate from Haverford this spring with a degree in economics. Ladies and gentlemen, number 18, Marybeth Stone. And now we will hear from her teammates about what makes Marybeth such a vital part of the Haverford College softball team.
MB is hardworking. MB is a wall.
MB is accountable.
MB is an irreplaceable teammate.
MB is dedicated.
MB is patient and
MB is compassionate.
MB is a beast.
MB is a beast.
MB is a beast.
MB is committed.
MB is passionate.
MB is patient and a great listener. MB leads by example.
MB bombs. MB is a team player.
MB is irreplaceable.
MB is super kind.
MB is a speed racer.
MB is funny.
MB is humble.
MB is clutch.
MB is incredibly intuitive.
MB is a rock star.
MB is a silent competitor.
MB, you're a baller.
MB is driven.
MB is kind.
MB is always cool, calm, and collected.
MB is our rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for attending today's virtual ceremonies as we honored the careers of Temma, Brianna, Ashley, and Marybeth. 4 leaders of the program who certainly deserve one last round of applause. Thank you.